It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, thus far about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. Hey, let's talk about a guy we'll be watching tonight. The Manimal, Kenneth Faried, just a madman on the floor and is perhaps one of the most active players in the league.
That's right, Ernie. He's from the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. He plays with the heart of a lion in every aspect of the game. He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. Shout out to Brick City.
Brick City, wow, but
it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And they lost it by a single point, just one more possession, or one less bad shot away from a different result. Those really sting.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
Yet, despite that, it was close enough that they didn't need a perfect game from everybody. A hot hand or a bounce here or there might have gotten them over the hump.
A look at the Magic starting group. Cassell is out there with Iverson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Wallace in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Marion, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Okafor with a screen on George. It's Marion with the drive. From down in the low post, it goes.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Cassell against Free. From 8. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game.
all right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Cassell. And so Cassell nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Wade kicks to Garnett. Pass to Free. Picked by Okafor. Cassell against Free. 13 feet away. And the shot no good. A bit short. Cassell against Wade. The dish to George. Six on the shot clock. The shot no good. And Miami the other way now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key.
Wade against Cassell. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Garnett with the block. Wade against Faried. Here's Free. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
And he gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Free against Cassell. Wallace with the screen on Wade. Another miss by Orlando.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
It's Marion with the drive. Floats one up. Here's Okafor, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
No good from Wade. Orlando trailing here. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Faried. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guy's an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Wade after the Magic pick up 2. Garnett wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Garnett's got 5 points so far.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Here's Cassell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Now Iverson. The Magic need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Garnett. Wade outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Heat shooting their first free throws here tonight.
2.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Magic trail by 3. Faried, a screen on Wade. Iverson passes to Faried. Out to the right wing. Cassell against Garnett. Cassell kicks to Iverson. 5 on the clock. Here's Faried. Good, and it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Faried's got his second bucket tonight. The Heat have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Okafor kicks to Marion. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Okafor with the screen on Cassell. Cassell against Free, and that one's good. He's got his first bucket in this one.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Orlando with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. George dishes to Faried. Here's Cassell. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Free. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Well, as we just get started in this season, let's take a look at where the Magic sit in the NBA stats. 7th in points off turnovers. 10th in rebounding. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And like you said, they're up there in points off turnovers. They apply pressure, always ready to pounce on a mistake and take advantage.
Cassell kicks to Faried. Shot clock at 6. Cassell gets the bucket. Cassell's got 7.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard. to see the ratings of the best passing two guards in basketball. Second is Dwayne Wade.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Here's Wade after the Magic pick up 2. Kicks it to Garnett. Uncovered, and that one's good. Garnett's got 7 points in the game.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Matthews, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. A different look for Miami. Muhammad comes in for Sean Marion. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Free. And a switcher also for Orlando. Portis, he's checked in for Fareed. Here's Wade. He had 16 points in the win against Utah.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Now, here's Wade. Back to Garnett. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Heat. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And checking out Orlando, a half game back.
And right now for Miami, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Well, any doubts I had have long dissipated. I mean, they're not doing it with smoke and mirrors. I mean, they are a legitimate top-tier team.
Now, here's George. After Dwayne Wade's miss, shot from the wing. No luck. Good D by Wade.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Muhammad, the pass to Johnson. He dishes it to Wade. 5 to shoot. That's tipped. Garnett inside.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Wade. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Now here's Garnett. A 23-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Here's Garnett. That drops. Garnett's got 11.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Muhammad. And he gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. Sean Marion is checked in for Miami. Livingston comes in for Dwayne Wade. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bazemore is checked in. And both free throws good for Iverson. The Heat leading by 4. Marion dishes to Okafor. Livingston kicks to Marion. Picked by Okafor. Johnson outside. Fires high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Heat lead by 6.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
He feeds it to Okafor. Muhammad, the pass to Marion. Takes it from 10, and Henson sends it back. Outside Matthews. The drive by Iverson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Now here's Okafor. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
He used that pick to get in close. Marion's got his second basket of the game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Iverson against Johnson. The drive by Iverson. The shot misses. Johnson with some nice D.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Passes it to Marion. Banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point Heat lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Iverson. 6 points for him. From downtown. Another miss by Iverson. Heat on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson dishes to Marion. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Okafor with a screen on Matthews. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Okafor. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Lawson up top. It's good from the top of the key. Lawson's got his first 2 points. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 8. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game, you know.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for them, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Heat, Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Marion. Then there's Free, then it's Mills, and it's Garnett in at the center. Both good from the line that time. The Heat leading by 6. Garnett, the screen. Free passes to Marion. The feed now to Mills. And a miss there on the triple. Magic shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And Bazemore kicks to Lawson. Wallace a screen. Lawson dishes to Wallace. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And Orlando has possession. After the miss from Kevin Garnett. Shot's good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Mills. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Garnett with a screen on Lawson. Now here's Mills. Lawson defending. Rocket 2. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And the Heat lead by 4.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Back to Fareed. Lawson right side. He kicks to Fareed. Bazemore passes to Hezonja. Wallace with the screen on Garnett. Here's Hezonja. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And so here is Miami. The Magic getting the bucket. Garnett. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a game for Garnett. He has 11 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for the Heat. Then for the Magic. Paul George comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Cassell in for Ty Lawson. Good on the second free throw. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hezonja. And the pass to Cassell. Up off the screen, and he slams it one-handed.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And the shot is good. 14 points for Garnett.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Number 1, the Heat.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Matthews, he's checked in for Hezonja. And it's the Heat with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Wade misses. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Cassell. From 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And that one's drained from the low block. Cassell's got 11 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Cassell against Free. Feeds it to Garnett. No good. Nice defense from Wallace. The Magic have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Outside, George. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Muhammad with it. George picks him up. Garnett, the screen. Pass to Free. Dishes it to Muhammad. They set the pick. Here's Marion. Clock at 4. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Orlando trailing here. And George kicks to Fareed. Passes it to Cassell. The dish to Wallace. Cannot hit.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Now here's Muhammad. Wallace covering. Garnett with the screen on Matthews. Wade dishes to Garnett. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Wallace outside. Kicks it to Matthews. Wallace the screen. Corner shot. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Matthews.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Okay, Miami, now coming up the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
A chance now to get a glimpse at how the Heat are doing early in the season in the NBA stats. 1st in steals, 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Okafor comes in for Shawn Marion. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Free. George against Johnson. The pass to Cassell. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Cassell's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Cassell against Johnson. He dishes it to Garnett. And again, it's the Heat missing. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-7 run. Kept alive. Here's George. It's blocked. Now here's Johnson. Garnett with the screen for Johnson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
You look at Kevin Garnett, what a contribution.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Okay, Miami, now coming up to the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
And the Heat making a change here. Livingston's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. John Henson's checked in for Wallace. Portis comes in for Fareed, and Iverson's subbed in for George. Here's Cassell. 13 points in the game. Henson, a screen on Johnson. Here's Cassell. Garnett with the block. Matthews with the steal. Good. Matthews has got 4 points in the quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Four on the shot clock. Here's Garnett. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Garnett's got 18 points. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Cassell. They get it back. The shot's good from Henson.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
And now Orlando on the break. Matthews leading the charge. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Magic have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Miami trailing. Down low. Here's Okafor. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
Cassell kicks to Matthews. He feeds it to Iverson. Another miss by Orlando. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Passed away. Shoot from the right block. It's rebounded by Portis. Well, Orlando shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Here's Henson. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Just didn't do a lot wrong in that game. Just a solid win all around.
Yeah, extremely steady throughout. I mean, they were dialed in, not distracted, working as one, and took care of business.
The Heat have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. The first one falls for the Magic. Ken Bazemore comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Lawson in for Cassell. Good on both. Orlando trailing here. Lawson kicks to Iverson. Elbow shot. Another miss by Iverson.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Wade misses.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Bazemore for three. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Bazemore's got 5 points now this quarter.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
Now, here's Wade. Shot clock at 5. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Garnett. 18 points for him. No good on the fadeaway.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Bazemore kicks to Lawson. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Portis. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Good. Hit. Shooting one.
Mills is checked in for Sean Livingston. The Magic have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the free throw, no good. The Heat trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
With the teardrop, Garnett with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. There's a good screen. The drive by Iverson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The Heat trail by 6. Mills with it. Picked by Okafor. Mills with it. Now Lawson defending. Mills can't hit. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They get the rebound. Here's Iverson. Off target at the rim.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Picked by Okafor. Wade passes to Okafor. Stolen by Henson. And Johnson pulls it down.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Can they get it? Good on the jump shot. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Orlando out in front. They lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For Orlando, it was a challenging first quarter. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. Things really took a positive turn for them in the second quarter, though, as they went on a huge run and now find themselves leading by 4. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that'll do it for now, as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. They've got Paul George. Wallace is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Cassell at a point. Here's Cassell. Just 5 on the clock. Now the feed to Wallace. It's hauled in by the Heat. Okafor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Free against Cassell. Free passes to Okafor. Picked by Okafor. Marion kicks to Garnett. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here is Iverson. Pass to Cassell. Outside, George. The kick out to Faried. 4 on the clock. Here's Cassell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Cassell's got 15 points.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Back to Garnett. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wade kicks to Garnett. 14 feet away. Again, Garnett missing. Magic leading by 5. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Yes, Paul George.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. Kevin Garnett is second.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now Iverson. He's got 7. Fareed outside. Passes it to Cassell. 5 on the clock. High post shot. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Garnett outside. He kicks it to Wade. Garnett with the screen for Wade. Back to Garnett. Feeds it to Okafor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Marion. 10th in free throw shooting, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, you know, he's the real deal at the foul line. You want him at the line for you in crunch time.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Magic leading by 8. And George, here we go. Here's Cassell. Nice move. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
And so Cassell nails both of them.
Miami calls timeout. Okay, Miami. Now coming onto the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya. Give a round of applause, fans. Your Heat dancers.
The Heat trail by 10. Wade outside. Garnett with the screen for Wade. Dishes it to Garnett. Paul George with the steal. And here comes the break. All going up court. And that one's good. Iverson.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
The Heat shooting reasonably well, 45%. Now the dish to Okafor. Cassell against Free. Knocked away. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Cassell. He's got 21. Here's Fareed. Excellent D there from Garnett.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused a miss.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Orlando leading by 10. Faried at the elbow, and a strong finish with two hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Picked by Okafor, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and then Wade slams it in.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Kicks to Garnett. Back to Wade. Orlando grabs the miss.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's on Jahlil Okafor. Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for the Heat. Wesley Matthews checked in for Orlando. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And Marion gets it to go.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Free against Matthews. And the pass to Cassell. Wallace the screen. Cassell, no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Free against George. Here's Free, and he banks in the layup. Free's got his second bucket. Orlando leading by 11. Cassell the pass to George. Screen by Faried. Cassell kicks to Faried. 6 on the shot clock. Wallace dishes to Faried. Shot on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Okafor kicks to Livingston. Okafor with the screen on Cassell. Here is Livingston. Picked by Okafor. From 18 feet away. And another basket for Miami.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Screen by Faried. Faried setting the pick for Matthews. Pass to Cassell. Back to Matthews. Another miss by Orlando. The Heat trail by 9. The feed to Garnett. Garnett with a screen on Wallace. Marion with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Okafor, the pass to Marion. Fades. Free. Slams it back in.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Free. Following the basket by Kenneth Faried. Garnett, the screen. Marion against George. It's Marion with the drive, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Wallace dishes to George. Wallace with a screen for George. A second chance effort. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he makes the first.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Free, and it's Mills in for Sean Livingston. The Magic also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Ken Bazemore comes in for George. And it's Lawson in for Cassell. Now here's Mills. He dishes it to Johnson. Picked by Okafor. Johnson kicks to Garnett. He feeds it to Mills. Three-pointer. Matthews with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
John Henson's checked in for Orlando.
Into the lineup of the Magic, John Henson.
Miami on defense. Outside Matthews. To the inside. And Henson with the bucket on the assist by Matthews. Henson's got his second basket of the night.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Garnett. First in steals, second in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And as you said, I mean, he'll take your lunch from you. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming at you.
Miami with the ball, trailing by 10. Johnson, the pass to Okafor. Garnett, the screen. Okafor dishes to Mills. Fires it up. But they recover it. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Bazemore kicks to Matthews. Garnett against Henson. Back to Matthews. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Shoots. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Heat trail by 10. Mills passes to Okafor. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Henson with the screen. And Lawson, here we go. Henson's shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now here's Mills. Lawson defending. Okafor. Orlando grabs the miss. Bazemore's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 1:21 left to play here in the third. Okafor with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Magic leading by 6. Now here is Lawson. 6 points for him. To the middle. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his 2nd basket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Johnson dishes to Garnett. Johnson the screen. Garnett kicks to Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Heat. Johnson outside. Here's Okafor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. Iverson comes in for Ty Lawson. And he's good on the second. Orlando leading by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Henson the pass to Bazemore. Here's Hezonja. Wade is covering. Here's Hezonja. Launches a 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. We've got Free. Marion is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Okafor, and it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And it's Wade penetrating. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from George. Magic leading by 9. Iverson with the ball. Fareed a screen on Free. Off the pick. And it's Orlando with another.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Okafor. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Johnson. 10 points and a steal. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
2.
First one falls for him. The Magic making a switch here. Cassell's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, George passes it to Cassell. Wallace a screen. Shot off the pick. Cassell gets the bucket. Cassell's got 28 points for the game.
Good job. Nice job by Fareed to lay into that defender. Put some wood on him with that screen.
Johnson kicks to Marion. Marion, a screen on Cassell. Free passes to Marion. Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Orlando leading by 9. Iverson outside. Wallace a screen. Iverson passes to Cassell. Wallace with the screen on free. Back to Iverson for the 3. The shot no good. And it's Miami the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Okafor sets the pick for Johnson. Rebound by Wallace.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
George passes to Cassell. Wallace a screen. Cassell kicks to Iverson. To the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Shooting for Miami, Ben Wallace at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Dennis Johnson. So he gets them both.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Now here's Wade. Looking to get back on track here. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That free throw good from Wade.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, he's got 8 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Garnett gets to Okafor. And Fareed sends it back. Iverson against Wade. Iverson right side from 13, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Here's Cassell. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Free, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Okay, Miami, now coming into the court are your Heat answers. Let them hear ya.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And the Magic making a change here. Matthews is checked in. And there's the pass to Cassell. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Garnett, the screen to the paint. It's deflected and taken away by Wallace. Here's Fareed. And it's Miami with the rebound. Fareed's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Offensive rebound.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that.
Here's Wallace. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Just 5 to shoot. Right side Matthews. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had 1.
To Cassell. He kicks to Wallace. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Free. Wade on the wing. And it's sent back by George.
Boy, it's been a rough day for him, Kevin. I mean, he's not the only reason they're down right now, but he's certainly one of them.
To the paint, knocked loose. Okafor with the steal. And here's Wade. Kicks it out to Garnett. Fires from deep. Miami no good on that time either.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And George, here we go. First one falls for him.
As a team, they're hovering around 86 to 87% from the line. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, converting at that rate, that'll win you a lot of games.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Free against Cassell. Free can't get it to go. Magic leading by 10. George dishes to Wallace. Rebound by the Heat. Garnett's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Good ball movement here by Miami. The shot by Marion, no good. The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cassell. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Cassell's got 30 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Inside. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Okafor.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Fareed, a screen on Marion.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Cassell against Free. Cassell, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Wallace. And here's the fast break. Garnett against Matthews. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. Matthews has got 4 this quarter. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Free. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And he uses the glass on the layup. Garnett's got 21 in the game.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Here's Cassell. Wallace with a screen on Free. Cassell against Free. Feeds to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the wing 3. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Marion gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Magic leading by 8. Here's Cassell. Screen by Fareed. In the corner, George with it. They get it again. And Fareed throws it down.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Fareed. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Cassell, the pass to George. Works a big high bounce and goes in. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Dishes it to Wade.
2 minutes.
Kicks it to Okafor. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some good numbers for Okafor. He's got 13 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
2.
The first one falls. Iverson's checked in for Matthews. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
The dish now to George. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Free against Cassell. And the basket good. Cassell's got 32 points.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Wade kicks to Garnett. From the line, and he hits the jump shot. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Magic leading by 11. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Magic ball. A minute 20 left in the fourth. Here's Cassell. And Wallace slams it in.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category. A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Here's Cassell. Wallace a screen. Shoots off the screen. That's good. Cassell's got 34 points.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
So it's Orlando now after the miss from Kevin Garnett. Left side, George. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Iverson. Wallace with a screen on Wade. Passes it to Cassell. The feed now to George. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight. Big time. They needed this sort of performance for him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.